Hello everyone, it's English time again, and our topic for week 5 to 7 in English 1 is all about details in short stories or poems. Are you familiar with short story and poems? So, pamilyar daw ba kayo sa mga maikling kwento at mga tula? You have possibly read and listened to different stories and poems, such as fairy tales and other bedtime stories. So I'm sure nakarinig na kayo ng iba't ibang klase ng kwento. So these stories and poems tell us what the characters feel and do. So sinasabi ng mga kwentong yon na tula ang nararamdaman ng mga character at kung ano ang ginagawa nila. They may also teach us important lesson in life. Mahalaga din na ang kwentong ating babasahin ay meron tayong matututunan na magandang aral sa ating buhay. By reading or listening carefully to stories and poems, you are able to determine the important details pertaining to the given topic, characters, setting, and other events. So, mahalaga na tayo ay makinig o basahin nating mabuti ang isang tula o kwento para malaman natin yung mga tauhan, saan ito naganap at yung mahalagang pangyayari sa kwento. By knowing these details, you are able to answer questions asked related to the given stories or poems. So, di ba kadalasan kapag may kwento, may kasunod na tanong. So, kapag ka nakinig kayong mabuti, inintindi ninyong mabuti ang kwento o tula, masasagutan ninyo yung mga tanong pagkatapos ng kwento o tula. Now, I have here a story. Okay? So, the title of the story is The New Toys. Nagkaroon na ba kayo ng laruan? I'm sure. Because most of the children like you like toys. So, I'm going to read you a story all about toys. I hope you are all ready. Jay and Joy have new toys. Jay has a new toy car. It is small but shiny. Meanwhile, Joy has a new doll. It is big and beautiful. So, si Jay at Joy daw ay may bagong laruan. Si Jay, ang laruan niya ay isang toy car. Maliit lang ito, ngunit makintab. Habang si Joy naman ay may bagong manika. Ito ay malaki at napakaganda. Their Tita May gave these gifts to them during their birthday. She hid them behind the table to surprise them. So, ang nagbigay ng regalo kay Jay and Joy ay ang kanilang Tita May. Binigay nila ito nung kanilang birthday at itinago niya ito sa likod ng mesa para masurpresa silang dalawa. They hurriedly looked for the hidden gifts. When they saw them, they immediately opened them. So nagmamadali silang hanapin ang nakatagong regalo at nang ito ay kanilang makita, dali-dali nila itong binuksan. They jumped for joy when they saw their new toys. They were just what they wished for. So, tumatalon sila sa saya nang nakita nila ang kanilang bagong laruan. Ito talaga ang wini-wish nilang maging laruan. They thank and kiss their tita. They love their new toys. So, pinasalamatan nila at hinalikan ang kanilang tita. At gustong-gusto nila ang kanilang bagong laruan. So now, let me see if you understand the story. Let us answer the following question. Who received gifts during their birthday? Sino daw yung nakatanggap ng regalo noong kanilang kaarawan? Yes, Jay and Joy receive gifts during their birthday. So, si Jay and Joy yon ang nakatanggap ng regalo nung kanilang birthday. Who gave them gifts? Sino nga ba ang nagbigay ng regalo? Yes, their Tita May gave them the gifts. So, si Tita May ang nagbigay ng regalo. Where did she hide the gifts? Saan daw itinago ni Tita May ang regalo? Their tita hide it behind the table. Diba? Itinago nila o itinago ni Tita May ang regalo sa likod ng mesa. What gifts did they receive? O ano daw yung mga regalo na natanggap nila? So, Jay has a new toy car and Joy has a new doll. What did they do when they found the gifts? Ano kaagad ang ginawa nila nung nakita nila ang regalo? Of course, they immediately opened the gifts. Diba? Nagmamadali nilang binuksan ang regalo. Siyempre, dahil excited sila. So, that ends our first story. And now, I have a second story. And the title of the second story is At the Zoo. Have you been in a zoo? Nakapunta na ba kayo sa zoo? So, marami kayong makikita doon? Yes, animals. Just like what you see in the picture, there are lots of animals in the zoo. Now, let's begin our story. I went to the zoo with my cousins and friends. First, we saw deers with its long antlers. So, nakakita daw sila ng usa na may mahabang sungay. Then, we saw a giraffe with a towering neck and long legs. At pangalawa nilang nakita sa zoo ay isang giraffe. Siyempre, di ba ang giraffe ay may mahabang leeg at legs. Then, we saw monkeys jumping from tree to tree. Nakakita naman sila ng monkey na tumatalon o nagpapalipat-lipat sa bawat puno. And then, an elephant with ears waving at me. Then, a crocodile with long tail and sharp teeth. Nakakita sila ng crocodile na may mahabang buntot at matutulis na ngipin. Then, a bear as white as milk. At nakakita sila ng isang puting oso na kasing puti ng gatas. Then, a zebra with stripes from head to feet. And then, a big lion sleeping in its den. It was a wonderful and amazing day at the zoo. Alright, so now we are going to have the sequencing of events. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito ay pagsusunod-sunurin natin yung mga animals na nakita ng mga bata sa zoo. So, the first animal is the deer. Very good. Second, the giraffe. Third, monkeys. Fourth, elephant. Fifth, crocodile. Sixth, the bear. Seventh, the zebra. And the last is the lion. Well, you did a great job. So now, let us discuss why it is important to understand short stories and poems. Bakit ba mahalaga na maunawaan natin ang ating mga binabasa? So, short stories and poems are important sources of life lessons. So, madalas, yung mga kwentong ito at tula ay kapupulutan natin ng mga gandang aral, di ba? So, siguro familiar kayo dun sa mga kwento, kagaya ng The Three Little Pigs. So, yung kwentong yon ay may mapupulot kayong aral. Then, as a young child, you are expected to read and listen to different stories. So, dapat pinapractice nyo ang sarili nyo mga bata na magbasa at makinig ng mga stories. Kasi may madedevelop sa inyo. No? Madedevelop yung reading skills nyo at yung inyong listening skills. At syempre, dapat appropriate sa grade level nyo o sa edad nyo yung inyong babasahin para mas ma-enjoy nyo ang pagbabasa. So, after reading or listening to them, it is necessary that you are able to understand their meanings and details. So, one of the important things sa pagbabasa ay naiintindihan ninyo ang inyong binabasa. Kasi if you don't understand what you are reading, di kayo magkakaroon ng interest. Syempre. Kaya mahalaga na maintindihan nyo ang inyong binabasa. Especially dito sa English. Kung nag-uumpisa pa lang kayo na matutong magbasa ng English, it is hard for you to understand. Kaya pwedeng tagalugin o ipatagalog nyo sa mga kasamahan nyo sa bahay o sa kung sino mang makakatulong sa inyo para mas maunawaan nyo yung binabasa nyo, especially kung ito ay English. So one of the ways to show that you understand the story or poem that you have read is by noting details. Okay? You can note important details by describing the characters, the setting. When you say setting, ito ay kung saan at kailan nangyari ang kwento and the events. So yung pag sinabi nating noting details, so masasabi mo o maipapahayag mo sino yung mga tauhan. So, yung character, ito yung tauhan. Setting kung saan nangyari o kailan nangyari. And the events. Yung events, ito yung mga mahalagang pangyayari sa isang kwento. If you were able to say that, tell that, it means you understand the lesson. So, kapag naisabi mo yung mga yon, ibig sabihin, naintindihan mo yung story or yung lesson na story for that day. Example, dun sa story natin na The New Toys, yung characters dun is Jay, Joy, and Tita May. So, sila yung mga tauhan. Diba? Parang sa pinapanood natin sa mga TV na mga movies, teleserye, meron ding characters. So, sila yung mga tauhan doon sa isang story. Setting. So, we have the where. Saan? Saan nangyari ang setting? So, doon sa ating story na The New Toys, ito'y nangyari sa bahay. At kailan yon? Siyempre, nung birthday. Nung birthday ni Jay at Joy. Okay? So, pwedeng, halimbawa, kung may binasa kayong story, kagaya ng, what kind of story? The Three Little Pigs, saan ba yun nangyari? O, nangyari yun sa isang gubat, diba? So, that's the setting of the story. If it happens in the plaza, in the school, so, you have to write the setting. And you have to identify the setting. Then, events. So, ano yung mahalagang pangyayari dun sa story, diba? Kaya, minsan, diba, parang pag sa teleserye, pag nanonood kayo, meron kayong parang pinakagustong pangyayari. So, yun yung important events, diba? Nagkakaroon kayo ng favorite part sa story. So, dun sa ating story na The New Toys, Jay received toy car and Joy received doll on their birthday. So, isa ito dun sa event o pangyayari na naganap doon sa kwento. Okay? So, minsan nga, di ba, pag may napapakinggan kayong story, mga videos, ay ikinukwento nyo. No, yung favorite part nyo. So, yun yung mga events o mahalagang pangyayari. Meaning to say, naintindihan nyo yung story. Next is sequencing events. is also a good way to show that you have understood the story or the poem. You may rearrange the events by identifying which one occurs first, which one is the second, and so on. So, itong sequencing events, ginawa natin to kanina dun sa story na at the zoo. So, dito kasi puro naman ang kwento dun ay tungkol sa animals, ano yung unang nakita, pangalawa, and so on and so forth. So, kapag ka naunamaan nyo yung story, mapagsusunod-sunod nyo yung pangyayari sa kwento. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng sequencing events. Yung napagsusunod-sunod mo, anong unang nangyari, pangalawa, sumunod, gitna, at anong pinakahuling nangyari. Next is inferring the feelings and characteristic of the characters is also an example of showing understanding of the poem or lesson or story. So, dito kapag nasabi mo, naibigay mo yung nararamdaman, or it can be the attitude nung mga character o mga tauhan sa kwento, meaning naintindihan mo yung kwento, di ba? Di ba, meron minsan sa kwento may bida, may kontrabida, so may masaya, may malungkot. If you were able to identify at natukoy mo yun, you already understand the story. At mas nag-i-enjoy ka. Kasi di ba, nai-imagine mo yung nangyayari. That's the importance of understanding the story. Then through this, you are able to determine the feelings of the characters in a story or poem. You will know if the character are happy, afraid, or sad, just like what I have said. Then other ways of showing understanding of what we have read or listened to are by identifying the cause and effect. So pag sinabi natin cause and effect, ito yung sanhi at bunga na napag-aralan nyo na ito sa mother tongue or Filipino. So, pag may, halimbawa, kunwari, ang isang bata ay may nag-aral siya dun sa kwento. So, masipag siyang mag-aral. So, magiging epekto nun, maramang, ay makakakuha siya ng mataas na marka. So, halimbawa, ang kwento ay tungkol sa isang batang masipag mag-aral. So, ang magiging flow o takbo ng kwento ay siya ay makakakuha ng mataas na marka at matutuwa ang kanyang magulang. So, that is cause and effect. And also, determining the problem and the solution. Halimbawa naman sa isang kwento ay may problemang binanggit. O kunwari naman, ang kwento ay tungkol sa isang batang hindi mahilig kumain ng gulay. So, di ba? Kadalasan kapag hindi mahilig kumain ng gulay at prutas, sila ay nagkakasakit. So, that's the problem. So, anong pwedeng maging solusyon dun? Tama. Kailangan matuto silang kumain ng gulay at prutas para maiwasan ang pagkakasakit. So, yan. So, yun yung mahalagang dapat nating malaman at matutunan sa isang kwento para ito ay ating maunawaan. Next, also dramatizing and predicting the possible ending are some of the best ways to show how well one understands a poem or story. So, di ba, minsan pagka may narinig kayong kwento, minsan dinadrama nyo pa, ina-action nyo pa. Di ba? Pag ina-act nyo, yun yung dramatizing. O parang artista ka lang. Ina-acto mo pa sa harapan ng kinukwentuhan mo. O kaya naman, predicting the possible ending, yung hindi pa tapos yung kwento, nag-iisip ka na, siguro ang susunod na mangyayari dyan ay ganito. Ganito ang mangyayari dyan kasi yung bata ay mabait. O ganito ang mangyayari dyan kasi late na siya natulog, late siyang pumasok sa school. So, nakakapag-isip tayo ng mga susunod na mangyayari kasi naintindihan natin yung kwento. Kaya mahalaga na maunawaan natin ang kwento. You can make prediction by guessing what will happen next. So, yun nga yung sinabi ko. Makakapag-guess tayo, makapanghula tayo ng kasunod na mangyayari kung naunawaan natin yung kwento. So, I have here another story. So, the title of the story is Putty and Furry. So, are you an animal lover? Do you have dogs or cat in your house or whatever animals? Now, I want you to listen to this story about Spotty and Furry. There was an animal shelter in our barangay. It took care of different animals, including cats and dogs. But due to lack of financial support, it decided to close or shut down. So, meron daw animal shelter dun sa barangay nila. Pag sinabing animal shelter, ito yung isang grupo o family or organization na kumukup-kup ng mga aso o hayop o kahit na anong klaseng hayop na natagpuan nilang wala nang nag-aalaga. Yun, sila yung kumukup-kup at nagpapakain. Yan, inaalagaan nila yon. Kaya lang daw, dahil kulang na sa pera, syempre pag may ganitong organization or grupo na nag-aalaga, kailangan nilang may magpapakain, may nag-i-sponsor. Ngayon, ang problema sa barangay, wala na daw pera sila para mapakain yung mga animals dun sa shelter. So, kailangan na itong isara. Many animals would be affected by this. So, maraming animals ang maapektuhan. So, my family decided to adopt a puppy and a kitten. So, kaya yung family nila ay nag-decide o nagpasya na aampon sila ng isang aso at pusa. So, isang tuta at aso. They were really cute and calm. So, talagang cute daw sila at kalmado, hindi masungit. They did not have names yet. I wanted to give them nice names. Wilson, my brother, asked me, "What names will you give them?" "I will give them names that best describe their characteristic," I replied. So, wala pa daw pangalan yung mga hayop na nakuha nila. So, nagtanong yung brother niya kung ano yung papangalan niya at sabi ng babae ay bibigyan niya ito ng pangalan ayon sa kanilang characteristic o itsura. The puppy has a black spot in its body. So, yung puppy ay meron daw black spot sa kanyang katawan. I named it Spotty, kaya Spotty ang ipinangalan niya. And the kitten has white, long fur. So, at yun naman daw pusa o yung kuting ay may mahabang puting balahibo. So, I called it Furry. I was so happy with the names I gave them. I will love and take care of them. They have finally found their new home. So, masayang-masaya daw sila sa ibinigay nilang pangalan sa mga hayop. At aalagaan daw nila itong mabuti dahil meron na silang natagpuan na panibago nilang tahanan. And that ends our story about Furry, or Spotty and Furry. And now, our last story is all about the missing book. Yan. When you say missing, nawawala. So, may nawawala daw book. It was late in the evening. Anthony was very sad. So, gabi na daw at si Anthony daw ay malungkot. He could not find his English book. Hindi daw niya mahanap ang kanyang English na aklat. What he remembered was he placed it on his study table. Ang naaalala lang niya ay inilagay niya ito sa kanyang study table. Check your cabinet, his mother told him. So, sabi ng nanay niya ay tingnan daw niya sa cabinet. Maybe it is there. Anthony opened his cabinet. He checked all the drawers. So, binuksan naman ni Anthony ang kanyang cabinet at tiningnan lahat ng lalagyan. He removed all his clothes to check if the book was there. Tinanggal niya pa yung mga damit niya para makita kung nandun ba ang aklat. But unfortunately, it was not there. Pero wala dun yung book. He was really lonely. Napakalungkot ni Anthony. Check your bag, his father said. So, sabi ng tatay niya, tingnan daw yung kanyang bag. But it was not there too. I have to find it, Anthony whispered. Ah, I went to the Bahay Kubo in the garden to study there. He suddenly remembered. I have to check it there. So, biglang naalala ni Anthony na nagpunta daw pala siya sa kanilang Bahay Kubo para mag-aral. So, baka daw dun niya naiwan at kailangan niyang puntahan. His mother joined him in looking for his book in the said Bahay Kubo beside their house. So, sinamahan siya ng nanay niya para tingnan ang aklat sa may Bahay Kubo. It was there! So, nakita nga nila. His English book was there. I found it! Anthony shouted. So, sabi niya, nakita ko na! Sigaw ni Anthony. He thanked his mother and father for helping him find his book. So, pinasalamatan niya ang kanyang nanay at tatay dahil sa pagtulong sa kanya sa paghahanap ng kanyang aklat. He then finished the last part of his assignment and placed his book in his bag. So, tinapos niya yung huling parte ng kanyang assignment at inilagay ito sa kanyang bag. He was so happy for finding his most precious book. Napakasaya niya nang natagpuan niya ang kanyang pinakamamahal na aklat. And if you understand our story, you will be able to answer the following questions. So the first question is, what is your most favorite part of the story? So ano ba dun yung paborito mong parte ng story? Okay? Yung ba ay nung nawala yung book, natagpuan ang book, o nung nagsasagot na siya ng assignment niya? So then, you have to tell why this part is your most favorite scene. At sabihin mo kung bakit yun ang pinaka-paborito mong pangyayari doon sa kwento. The second one, just like Anthony, have you experienced losing something very important? So katulad ba ni Anthony, nakaranas na daw ba kayo na may mawala na isang bagay na mahalaga sa inyo? So you have to answer it yes or no. Kung naranasan mo na, answer yes, at kung hindi, you have to say no or write your answer no. What item did you lose? So, kung sabi nyo naman ay may nawala na kayo, you have to answer this question. Kung ano yung nawala nyong bagay. And then, paano mo ito nakita? Okay? Hope you... Thank you for watching and listening to our lesson for this week's in English. See you next time!